Welcome back, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. And it feels really good to say that. We finally got our audio back, so we should be good to be streaming here for the next foreseeable future. So thanks for your patience with all that. Now we get to talk to you guys about some actual weather. So last Friday, the Twin Cities got a 5-star. So yeah, we're going to recap the hail that happened out there before the weekend kicked in. And then into the beginning of this work week, we do have a cold front sweeping through. It's bringing some storms out to the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic area. So there could be some severe weather out there that we'll talk about. But it's also bringing much needed relief from this heat to a lot of us. And then later on into this week, another cold front could push through with a second trough. And with that, we could potentially see some more severe storms tracking through the upper Midwest. So lots to cover here today. But before we get into our weather, come see us at the Atlas All-Stars Stadium Tour in Atlanta. This is coming up this week in a few days here, August 17th. And again, Derek is the keynote speaker at that. So it's going to be at Truist Park and 3 p.m. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the run time on that. So if you guys are out in Georgia or the Atlanta area, come say hello to Derek at that. Gonna be a good time out in the South. So getting into Friday's 5-stars. Lots of storms tracking out to the southeast through southeastern Minnesota here, but most notably this one went through Minneapolis, St. Paul here. Did get some isolated baseballs with that 2.75. The 3.75 was just a little bit out to its west, so that was a little bit more rural. But we still did see purple swath out near Plymouth and down tracking towards Minneapolis. That was super isolated. Most of this was around 2.5 inch hail through here. Got a ton of pictures from you guys up in the Twin Cities of that severe hail in Friday, into your Friday afternoon. So with that, we got over 452,000 homes impacted with this. Multiple purple swaths across the map made it a 5-star map for our Friday. And if you guys want access to that, got the QR code up above me in the banner there, or the link in the description to this video will get you access to our hail maps, also wind, tornado, hurricane maps as well. So if you guys don't have Hail Trace yet and you want to sign up for those products, go ahead and access that link or the QR code and we'll get you set up. If you already have us and have those products, check out Minneapolis, Golden Valley, Plymouth, Minnesota hail, and that'll get you this map as well as all of the other severe hail maps that happened on your Friday. So lots to look at there for Minnesota. Potential to see more later on this week. Right now there's that trough with that cold front sweeping through the Ohio Valley and out through the southeast. But into Wednesday, there is potential that this guy will start to deepen through the upper Midwest, potentially pull us more storms out through Wisconsin, Minnesota, and then out into the upper parts of the Ohio Valley for the middle part of this week. But right now, this is the one we're watching. You can see that spin up there, that cloud cover getting pulled up into the center of that low through Iowa, through Minnesota. Some storms popping up out ahead of that, and you can tell just from the storm mode that's taken place this morning, it's going to be a real mess out there. Lots of heavy rain, rumbles of thunder, and a couple of isolated cells here and there could get us some severe hail, but everything's going to be pretty much on the low end just with that mode of storms that we're already seeing this morning. But again, you can see those storms getting pulled up into the center of the low, so that's kind of neat for you guys. And there's our trough heading through the upper Mississippi Valley, making its way into the Ohio Valley for this afternoon. Check out those temperatures, 72 degrees in Kansas City, 73 in Fort Wayne. Feeling more like the end of summer, maybe even the beginning of fall, but then not the same down in Dallas, already at 99, 92 in Atlanta, lots of 90s across the southeast. But this cold front is for sure helping us out. I mean, there's that 24-hour temp change, which is just chef's kiss. This is beautiful. Sitting in, negative 20 degrees from what we saw yesterday into this time frame today. Temperatures have dropped by 20 degrees through Oklahoma, parts of Texas, up into the Ohio Valley. So lots of folks seeing much better weather than they saw into yesterday. Still a little muggy here and there, but hopefully we'll be working our way towards that fall weather here soon. So as far as significant hail model goes, not too impressive over the next, 12 hours or so. Not really expected to see any large hail just because it's not cooling enough in the upper atmosphere. And again, we got a whole mess of storm mode here into the coming hours. Here we are at 3 p.m. Seeing clusters of storms, lots of heavy rain, rumbles of thunder, the works here through the Ohio Valley, and then potential to see a couple storms try to kind of break off from the group. That's where we could get some severe hail into today, maybe up to some orange swath here and there, but it's going to stay very scattered in terms of severe hail in general. And then a couple of these lines getting ready to track through West Virginia into Virginia, and then parts of New England could potentially produce some high winds as well as potentially rotating storms, and that threat brings tornadoes along with it through the afternoon and evening for the mid-Atlantic. So, like I said, forecast max hail size today, probably not going to see much above ping pong balls, maybe here and there just breaking into that orange hail swath threshold for this afternoon, but could see some here and there. It's going to, again, be very scattered. Everywhere in the hail risk today is going to be low end, all the way from Davenport eastward into Washington, D.C. and Norfolk. Going to see maybe a couple of hailstones here and there. Should be pretty low end. Now for wind, we could potentially see a little bit more activity sparking up, particularly through parts of the mid-Atlantic and, the very far eastern Ohio Valley. So once that line starts forming from Knoxville up into DC area, that's where we could potentially see higher winds tracking through. Everywhere else has a chance to see some 60-mile-an-hour gusts here and there, but it's going to be just as scattered as your hail. Then into tornadoes, we still do have a threat for that. Anything that can get rotating into today with that low pressure system pulling through has a potential to produce tornadoes, but it's going to be pretty scattered. I mean, that's going to be kind of the story today, scattered storms across the area. But DC up into like the Philly area could potentially see a little bit more activity, multiple waves of storms tracking through, and some could be more intense. So more of a chance out there to see high winds as well as tornadoes, and then tapering off once we get into like New York City and off into the Atlantic coast. Then tomorrow we're going to just see the remnants of that tracking off to the east, see a little bit more activity building up through the afternoon and evening, all the way from the Carolinas down into Georgia, and a couple scattered storms up this way towards like New Jersey, Delaware, New York. So going to see more scattered storms into tomorrow. Not too exciting quite yet with those forecasts, but we'll take a look in a second at the Midwest here. But for tomorrow, again, very scattered, quarters to half dollars possible, kind of the same old story as we're seeing today. Same with wind, going to pull that a little bit farther down to the south through Georgia here, but pretty much anywhere from New Jersey to Georgia could see some severe winds with the remnants of today's line tracking through the east coast into tomorrow. And then we'll get to your tornado forecast into tomorrow. We'll let you know what is expected for that. But here's kind of what we're looking at into the Midwest and, again, Minnesota, Wisconsin area. Wednesday, we'll have that trough swinging through. If that can continue to deepen and push that cold front into the area, we could see more storms developing through there. Right now, we've got that disturbance, that first one, out of the way, so we've got some time for the environment to continue to get more unstable between today and Wednesday. So again, if things continue to set up like they're looking now, we could potentially see some more storms tracking through Minneapolis, La Crosse, into parts of Wisconsin through your Wednesday afternoon and evening, and we'll keep you guys updated on that for the remainder. But pretty much the rest of us should stay dry except for the East Coast. Could potentially get a little bit more rain out in New England, East Coast, maybe a scattered shower here and there through the Rocky Mountains, but not much help for the plains, unfortunately. Again, still waiting for that cooler weather to stay consistent out this way. But that's what we got for you today. Full forecast with audio. Who would have thought? So thanks, guys, for sticking around. If you guys want more of our forecasts, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. We're getting really close to maybe you're doing a 10K giveaway on YouTube, so go ahead and follow us there too. Then if you want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com. Check out hailtrace.com for more details. Or again, scan that QR code up in the banner there. Click the link in the description if you guys want access to our severe weather products. But that is all for today. We'll be back tomorrow at noon, and Christine will be giving you guys her last forecast for the summer. So make sure to tune in and wish her well through her senior year of college. And we'll keep you updated on your severe weather, in the future and everything. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.